Here's the bridegroom. Here's the bridegroom. First of all, I'd like to thank you for your comment. And I would like to explain Revelations, this passage in Revelations to you a little bit better. Let's take a look at it again. You see right there in the beginning, it says, "And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half." Anytime you see the Bible say peoples, kindreds, tongues, and nations, any kind of phrase, something like that, that means people from all over the world. That's the Bible's way of describing people from all over the world. And it says that they shall see their dead bodies, so that they're watching these people. Now, before we had television or the internet or smartphones and all this, this wasn't possible. So way back thousands of years ago, before we even just 100 years ago, we didn't have this technology, and this wasn't possible for people to see their dead bodies, everyone at once. So people couldn't understand. They thought that this was just a mystery, that some people even in the past took it spiritual. But I want to point out to you why they're watching their bodies. Let's take a look at what Christ says in Matthew 24:24. You see here, Christ says, "For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, so that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." This is important because even if you look back at the Exodus, when Moses was performing the signs in front of Pharaoh, Pharaoh had trouble believing. This is one of the ways that his heart was hardened, because even his sorcerers were able to perform some of the signs that Moses performed. Remember, like the frogs? Moses brought the frogs. Well, even Pharaoh's sorcerers brought more frogs, so they compounded the issue. So it'll be the same way when these two guys come, proclaiming themselves to be the two witnesses. They'll be performing signs and wonders, but Satan will also have his false Christs and his false prophets doing the same thing, just like back when Moses during the Exodus. But there'll be one thing that sets these two guys apart, and that's the fact that they will rise again from the dead and ascend into heaven. So everyone in the world knowing this, they'll be watching to see if that happens. But the end result is, I want you to remember, is this. In verse 13, at the very end, it says that, "And they gave glory to the God of heaven." Here's the bridegroom. Here's the bridegroom.